Hi guys, good evening. So continuing our macro series, what we will do is we will now try to work on the macro editor and see how a recorded macro looks like. Okay. So for that, what we will do is we will record a small macro where I will just go to developer tab and say record macro, right? And say first, my first macro. Okay. And now I will type here Anchor Consulting Private Limited. Okay. Make it bold, increase the size of this, right? Increase the size to 16, 18, whatever, and come here and put a insert a table. Just I'm doing certain steps so that we can look at how this macro looks like, right? So I have done this macro, I have recorded this macro, I will save this file. Okay. And when I'm saving this file, you see it is taking XLSM, right? Because it has a macro. So I will save this file, right? Now let us see. I will again open this file again. Okay. My first macro file and see this. Now what I will do, I'll go here and I will run this macro again, right? From here, I will run this macro again, right? So you see, it is coming like this, correct? It is populating. I will again go here and I will go to macro and I will say run this macro, my first macro, right? It is doing that same steps again and again. But how do the computer record this? So let us see in which language all our keystrokes are getting recorded. So I will go to Visual Basic. You see here, I have shown you yesterday all these windows, right? This is the project window. Here you will find the modules, right? And when you click on the module, you see you have my first macro. This is the name of the macro, right? So every macro will look like this. Okay. So today's class, we will just look at how the macro looks like, and then we will make changes in this macro tomorrow. Okay. So you see my first macro, I have given this name my first macro, so it is taking this name. And where it is getting recorded, it is getting recorded in a module. Module is like a file where you can record multiple macros, right? So it is saying B2 because B2 is the cell where we want to put Anchor Consulting Private Limited, right? And it has said font, you see selection dot font dot bold is equals to true. That means you just read it right now, just a plain English reading. That means it is making the font as bold, right? And what is the font size, font name? Calibri, font size 20, right? Whether you need a strike through, super strike, subscript, nothing, right? All are fine, all are false. And then end with. So this is how you will end this macro. Leave right now these lines, but this macro will end here, right? This width will end here, and this macro will end with end sub, right? I can. So this is how a macro looks like. So your job is to record a macro, go to Visual Basic and see this thing, right? Let's say if we make this true, font dot true to false, right? And then save this macro, and then we will save this macro, right? So you will see that now the bold will not come. So try it your end and then share your feedback. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.